was a roast that no one could stop talking about, the AIB knockout insult comedy, which had the AIB comedy collective roasting Arjun Kapoor and Ranveer Singh with a little help of the roast master. Karan Johar is knee-deep in trouble, unfortunately. Have a look.
Ranveer, how does it feel to be the only sad person in the country every time Virat Kohli scores a century?
The AIB roast pushed the envelope and the envelope pushed back. The latest in AIB's series of troubles is an FIR filed by the Pune police which accuses even audience members like Deepika Padukone and Sonakshi Sinha. Apart from participants and organizers AIB, Ranveer Singh, Arjun Kapoor and Karan Johar of obscene behavior in a public place. YouTube has also been named in the FIR for distributing offensive content. While there has been some support from the film industry,
it was in good humor according to me. It was just not supposed to be and meant to be taken very seriously. That's the way I look at it.
I am completely shocked by what I'm hearing and what I've read about this letter, a press release from the FWIC. The job is not to do moral policing of what's right and what is wrong in the industry.
There has been an overwhelming wave of dissent as well.
जो हमारी संस्कृति के अगेंस्ट है उसको मैं कभी सपोर्ट नहीं करूंगी.
इतने मॉडर्न नहीं हुए हैं कि हम ये सब खुलेआम यहाँ पे करें और अब चैरिटी भी है तो चैरिटी आप बहुत अच्छे तरीके से कर सकते हैं इन्हीं आर्टिस्टों को लेकर के.
Over the last few days, objections have come in from Hindu and Christian organizations, Censor Board member Ashok Pandit, the MNS and the Federation of Western India Cine Employees. The government's probe into the AIB event is underway and an important aspect of the inquiry is into the performing licenses. According to the law, the organizers of any stage performance need to submit the script of the show to the Maharashtra Stage Performance Scrutiny Board. Police sources say that the script AIB submitted to the MSPSB isn't the one that was enacted on the stage during the show. Mumbai police has already asked the comedy collective to submit their original unedited script so that they can tally it with the enacted show and check for differences. MSPSB apparently gives permission for stage performances only after checking the script for content that might hurt religious sentiments. 14 permissions have to be acquired before putting up a stage show, all of which organizers of AIB Knockout got before the show. If police investigation finds that the nature of the performance was vulgar, the action might be taken under Section 294 for obscenity and vulgarity. Uploading any video or content on any social media which hurts sentiments of any religion, caste, person or its nature is obscene and vulgar, then action can be taken under Section 66A of IT Act. If police finds the sentiments of any religious community has been hurt, then action can be taken under Section 295. Apart from that, the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has confirmed that the content will be checked for vulgarity, contradicting Cultural Affairs Minister Tavre, who had said there will be no moral policing.
उसकी परमिशन मुंबई पुलिस से ले गई थी, लेकिन उस एप्लीकेशन में प्रोग्राम के डिटेल क्या कंटेंट होंगे, किस तरह के प्रोग्राम वहां पे होगा, इसके बारे में कुछ भी जानकारी नहीं थी.
AIB has taken down the video of the roast and released an official statement on Wednesday clarifying they didn't mean to hurt sentiments and that they are cooperating with the authorities. They have received emphatic support on social media and support is pouring from all the other quarters as well. Entertainment Bureau headlines today.
Amitabh Bachchan star Shamitabh hit the screens this week. Meanwhile, Bachchan's iconic film Sholay is all set to premiere for the very first time in Pakistan on the 23rd of March. Our entertainment editor Rohit Khinani caught up with Balki and Bachchan himself for a laughter-filled chat. Listen in.
Sir, to you first, I read somewhere you've given some 658 interviews. I don't know who's counting, but yeah, I did read that.
Yeah,
Should
I'm
be
in
right.
the habit of counting.
Oh, you're in
So somewhere around the line, I just keep increasing the numbers. You know, in Delhi it was about 1,000 and something. It's come down to 600 and something here. No, just kidding. Yeah, you know, promotions have become a part of our filmmaking existence. So, and there are, you know, endless interviews and endless promotional activity.
There was Bol Bachchan before this. Shamitabh is I mean, it's rhyming with your first name. So when someone comes up with this idea, are there any apprehensions that what will it be, or is there something that the filmmaker and you yourself should be careful of before you use your own brand name?
Yeah, Bol Bachchan actually came from the adage Bol Bachchan, which is like, you know, always saying the wrong things. And then during the recording of the song, we just felt that, you know, it was rhyming better.
Yeah.
Shamitabh is purely coincidental. The title is not to create any kind of sensation. It's part of the screenplay. It's purely coincidental that Dhanush and Amitabh are two names which are also the names of actors that are working in this film. But there is a reason for why the title Shamitabh comes.
Balki, you come from a very creative ad background, so whenever you made a film, people look forward to trust you to imagine something as wild and different as this. How did you come up with this idea of getting two stars together, using his voice, another face?
This happened pretty accidentally. I was going to his place to wish him on his 69th birthday. I remember it very clearly. My wife was not there and I didn't have a gift. She said buy flowers. She was outside somewhere. I didn't know how to go and give him flowers. It was slightly funny. And he doesn't drink, so I couldn't give him some champagne, whatever. I would be drinking the same thing. So I just thought of that, just the basic idea, and I just quickly made up a two-line story, which is what the story of the film is. And he was with a lot of guests, so I went quite embarrassed, and I just told him that this is what I have, the happy birthday.
Sir, from what he said, there was an interesting question that came out. What does one gift Amitabh Bachchan?
Nothing. I'm very happy with that.
You just take from him. You just go to his birthday and just take from him and come back.
Right.
It's just the love and affection of the people. That's the most valuable thing.
Right.
It was just a cheeky statement. A man who's got, who knows he's got a voice, but who has been kind of in the state where he is in the film because of the same voice. And when somebody frivolously remarks...
Mr. Bachchan, are you a big fan of cricket?
Yes.
Who isn't actually in
Who
India?
isn't, yes, in India.
You must have seen some India-Pakistan matches as well.
Many, yes.
Live matches as well?
I have seen, but those were, way before you were even born.
While you were watching, do you remember, were you very nervous because it was an India-Pakistan match?
Yeah, obviously, you always want to root for your own country.
Right. So how will you do commentary?
Yeah, I know. I knew this was coming. It's going to be tough. Tough in the sense that commentators are supposed to be neutral,
right,
unbiased. I hope that I can, not be on for too long.
Okay.
So that I, also in keeping with my superstition that, whenever I watch a game, India loses. So.
Looking forward to the commentary, looking forward to Shamitabh. Thank you both.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Well, now let's find out, did the public agree with our review? With barring a few, largely people have appreciated Balki's latest offering, Shamitabh. Check it out.
There was not one moment which I couldn't like. I think it was a complete film, and after every stupid film that Bollywood makes, this is a break.
I think Balki reminds us every time how important every aspect of life is. And this time he's just reminded us how important our voice is. I think it's a wonderful film and you should hit the theatres to watch it.
Beautiful, beautiful, very sensitive, very emotional.
I like this picture. I like the picture.
How do you find the film, sir?
As I was walking down, I was thinking I should write to Balki saying what a movie we should salute to. So, fabulous movie, great acting, everything spot on.
I found it really good.
Superb. Nice movie. Super hit.
Tamil superstar Ajit with Gautam Menon's Yannai Arunda with stars Trisha and Anushka Shetty in lead roles. Well, it's a cop drama with a lot of promise.
But given that it's a cop film is not what I'm saying. You'll have to come to the theatre to find out if it's a cop film or not. We show Ajit in a very different light in this film. And there are lots of shades that he plays in the film. There's a lot of there's an emotional journey that Ajit is in this film. So I'm hoping the audience just comes in without any expectation to just watch a good film. I also had an actor who, despite being a superstar, kept telling me, do not tweak anything to suit my image. Do not add a line just to suit my image and stuff like that. I know various occasions where I did indulge a bit, and he would ask me, would this line be there if somebody else was playing the character? I said, no, this is specially written for you. He said, then let's not do that. You don't do that in your films normally, so why do that now? So I had somebody who took away all the pressure of what the fans might want and then mass image and stuff like that, and he completely understood the script and wanted to be within this.
Now catch the first look of Mark Wahlberg and Amanda Seyfried starrer Ted 2. But first up, here's how the Oscar nominees celebrated movies and much more at the annual Oscar luncheon. Take a look.
Hollywood's A-listers sent the shutterbacks into a tizzy at the annual Oscar luncheon held in Los Angeles. While they turned up in their designer best, they also sought the opportunity to talk about the roles which had secured them a nomination in the battle for the coveted trophy. Actor Bradley Cooper, nominated in the Best Actor category for his role in American Sniper, spoke about how he was not expecting a nomination even though the film and the role were hard-hitting.
You never know when you make a movie if anybody's going to see it. So to have the audacity to think that it would cause any sort of effect at all would be pretty presumptuous. So no, I had no idea. But you know, any discussion that sort of sheds light to the plight of the soldiers and the men and women in the armed services, you know, for that discussion to occur is fantastic.
It's a movie where there's no choice but to be intimate and talk, and he's extremely open and forthcoming about his personal life and what he thinks about things, and that's really transfers to the film because he's just really courageous, and then I like to think that I've always been courageous in my work because I think that's part of the deal.
I mean, I did a tremendous amount of research for this, and one of the things that there's Alzheimer's is the 6th leading cause of death. There's no cure, there are no survivors. I think that so often people who are diagnosed have a great deal of shame around the disease. They don't feel seen. They don't feel represented. People kind of tend to write people off once they're diagnosed, like, well, that...
After we opened Gone Girl in New York, I sort of buried myself back in London, and it was just... it meant such a lot that the strength of the character, I suppose, meant that people remembered her. And I found myself with this nomination in January, and it was totally overwhelming.
While there will be only one winner on 22nd February, the luncheon brought the best in the movie business all under one roof to celebrate movies and much more.
Well, it's time to draw curtains on our latest edition of Weekend EQ. Hope you enjoyed watching us. See you next week right here. Till then, take care. Stay good. Bye-bye.